I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to respond to negative people. Because as you chase your goals and your dreams in life, maybe you get yourself in better shape, maybe you lose a bunch of weight, maybe you change careers, you start a business on the side that you've always wanted to do. When you start going for the things that you want in your life, what you will realize is you'll realize who's really on your team and who's not. Who are your real true friends and who are the fucking posers. Because when you go after the things you want in life, all of the weak people in your life that are too weak to follow their own dreams, it's almost as if you hold up a giant mirror and you're a giant reflection back to them of how they're not pursuing the things that they want in their life. And so the way people look at it is if they can cut you down and put you down and cut you down to size and get you to give up on going after the things you want, number one, they won't have to worry about losing you in their life because people fear that they're going to lose you. In other words, you'll become rich and successful and you'll never want to talk to them again. And the other thing is that the more you go after your dreams and the more successful you become, the more inferior and less successful they become. And most people that are like that, they usually end up trying to put you down. And the quality of your life is going to be in direct proportion to the quality of the people that you consistently spend your time with. And so, I mean, it's hard enough to go after your dreams and your goals in life without having fucking weak-ass people around you telling you what a loser you are and how you'll never amount to anything and how it's not going to work out for you and what a fool you are to take that risk or to take that job or to start that business or to try to date that person or whatever it happens to be. And I get an email here from a guy who has been taking care of himself and he's got a woman in his life who has been putting him down. He wants to know how to handle it. And he says, "Dear Corey, I am reading your book and find it very interesting. I am losing weight and I've lost 40 pounds so far. I'm looking better and most of the women I know are reacting positively." That's awesome. And when women react positively to that, that's a good thing. But it's usually the one that has something negative to say that we get pissed off. It's like we ignore the 50 people that are like, "Dude, you look great, you look awesome, you're in great shape." It's the one person, it's like, "Oh, you look like shit, you're losing too much weight," or whatever it happens to be. But you only think about the one who's kicking you in the nuts. He says, "However, a woman I like is not so positive, and she thinks I'm losing too much weight too fast and that it can't be good that way." Well, whatever diet you're on or whatever routine you're following, my suggestion to you is obviously to check with your doctor before you engage in any kind of exercise routine or a major change in your diet. So that's one thing that you should definitely take a look at. But when somebody puts me down, I mean, the way I look at it is because I always think that all women want me. I mean, even though that's not going to be the case most of the time, that's my attitude, and that's the place that I come from. And so when a woman says, "I think you're losing too much weight," I would say something like, "I think what it is the more weight I lose, the more handsome you find me, and you're just getting to the point where you just can't control yourself anymore. So why don't you quit fighting your feelings and just get your ass over here and kiss me?" And that's the kind of thing that I would say to a woman. Because the thing you got to understand is that women are going to test your purpose in life, especially if they think you're insecure about something, which obviously if you're losing a bunch of weight and trying to take better care of yourself, more than likely you probably got some insecurities and some shy feelings around that part of your life. And so when a woman that you like questions that about you, you instantly go into butthurt mode, which is because you feel like she's somehow diminished you in some way. And the only way a woman can diminish you is if you let what she has to say diminish you. But if you always have a better comeback, if you always got a humorous comeback that communicates that you really don't give a shit what they say, and in this particular case, when she says, "I think you're losing too much weight," I think what's happening is you're just finding me more and more attractive the more weight I lose, because I look better and better, because I'm getting all kinds of compliments from other women, and that's the only thing I can think of. And so instead of sexually frustrating yourself, why don't you get your ass over here and kiss me? Or why don't you get your ass over to my place and bring a bottle of wine and seduce me? And you say things like that. But the one thing I would say is if this particular woman's not supportive, as a man, you cannot have women in your life who do not support your purpose, who are not behind you 100%. Because a good woman, a woman who understands men, and a woman who is a catch, will support you and will love you and will nurture you, and she'll be proud of you, and she'll be proud of the fact that you're pursuing your dreams. She'll be proud of the fact that despite all of the weak people around you trying to discourage you, that nothing brings you down, nothing diminishes you, and you continue to chase after those dreams. But if you've got a woman or women in your life that you're dating that don't support you and what you're doing, and they're constantly putting you down and making fun of you, guess what? You need to invite them to go spend time with somebody else, because those kind of women are never going to be nurturing and never supportive to you. I mean, you are who you associate with. And you've got all these women that are giving you nice compliments, but you're writing me about the one that's being a jackass just because you like her. And I would think, I mean, obviously you should always respond with humor, but if she's not supportive of what you're doing, then, I mean, she's out. She's just totally disqualified herself, and there's really no negotiation about that, because if a woman's not going to stand behind you, I mean, life is so fucking hard when you're pursuing things that you want. You've got to have people on your team to support you and nurture you and believe in you and say, dude, you can do it. And so when you have those days when you're down and you're doubting yourself, which are going to happen, and you're going to feel afraid and fearful, a good woman will come and sit in your lap, and she'll look in your eyes and say, baby, I'm so proud of you. I think you're so smart. I think you're so intelligent. And I know you'll figure it out. Just never give up, and don't stop, baby, because I believe in you, and I love you, and I think you can do anything. And that's the kind of woman you want in your life. And if you got chicks in your life that are not saying things like that, and they're not nurturing, you need to pump them the fuck out. You need to invite them to move on down the road, because they're just simply not a good match for you. He says, I would like to say that I don't appreciate her reaction, and I find it a pity that she doesn't support me. And I would say, yeah, but I would bust her on it in a playful, humorous way. But you're getting all butthurt about it and angry, and therefore it's like you want to lash out in some way to try to make yourself feel better. And the way you should always handle these things is, I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. I mean, I would have never accomplished all the things that I've accomplished in my life if I listened to all the fucking pathetically weak people throughout my life. Some of them were in my own family that tried to tell me that I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that, or I was stupid for this or I was stupid for that. And you got to follow your own heart, your intuition, your curiosity in life if you really want to be happy and you really want to be fulfilled. And surround yourself with people that support you. He says, I don't want to come over as a doormat by not responding. That's good. Or being too aggressive. And like I said, the best way is to always go with the flow and use humor to respond to insults. And when a chick talks about your body or the way you look, you should always assume, it's like if a chick says, I think your sunglasses are ugly, you should respond with, I think you think my sunglasses are actually pretty hot on me, and you just can't come up with a better pickup line than that. So let's just get it over with and kiss right now, because obviously your first pickup line you try with me really sucks. And you just say it like that, and she's going to giggle and laugh, or you just keep busting her, and just always come from a place that, assuming that she wants you, and play with her in a playful manner. But like I said, this particular chick, if she's always like that, you need to find somebody else to have in your life too, because that's not helping you. So if you've got a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website and click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet. And I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by clicking the Products tab at the top of your screen and just follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.